Deion Sanders and Colorado, I have been wholly impressed with what he's done. Obviously, I think all of America has, right? That goes without saying. But then to listen to him in post-game press conferences, blown away by the dichotomy between who Deion is pregame and who Deion is after the game. Pregame, he's this buff, macho, we're going to beat you. We have swagger. We have moxie. Postgame, all love, all respect. He's pretty clean cut. And you could be like, oh, well, he yelled at Matt Rule, or not yelled, but, he badmouthed Matt Rule or all that. No. Deion's just playing a fair game. That's how Deion's playing a fair game when the post-game press conference goes live. And this whole spectacle, 3 weeks of Big Noon Kickoff and now College Game Day, this whole spectacle reminds me of only one thing that we've seen in the last decade plus. And that's Johnny Manziel. Appointment television when Johnny Manziel played a football game. Deion Sanders has made Colorado appointment television. And I want to give you an example of some of the post-game press conference stuff. Because remember, the Jay Norvell thing was huge, and who's in the right here, who's not. Deion just barely wins a game by the skin of his teeth. This is what he says about Jay Norvell, who he was going to exchange words with in the post-game, right? Keep the cameras on and all that. I told you. Disrespect in the pregame, chatter in the pregame, postgame, all love. Take a listen.
Coach, Richie Carney, Denver Sports. You told the world on game day to keep the cameras rolling.
Right.
You and Jay would meet post-game.
Right.
When Jay was asked about it earlier, he said about what maybe went on or what was said. He said you can ask Prime about that. So is there anything meaningful post-game?
No, I know Shador kind of got in between it. But no, I don't hold... I could be petty if they petty, but I ain't got time for that, man. I'm on to bigger things. I'm happy for the brother. I really am, man. I'm happy that they fought, that they played a good game. I'm happy he's a head coach. I'm happy for any brother that's doing it and successful, man. I truly am. I don't know where all this stuff come from. I have to respond because, it's my mama taught me that. You just ain't gonna attack me and I'm gonna sit back and ain't gonna say nothing. But I'm happy for that dude, man. I don't know him. But I'm happy for him. I wish the best for him. I really do. My success ain't got nothing to do with his. So why would I want him to succeed? I don't know how people get down like that. My blessings ain't got nothing to do with his blessings.
My success has nothing to do with his. Why wouldn't I want him to succeed? I love it. Dude, I watched that. I was like, dude, yes. Deion, this is how you rally America around you and how he has rallied America around him. Comments like these. But we dig a little deeper, we pick it apart a little bit where he's like, I don't even know how this happened. I don't even know where this is coming from. Okay, well, Deion asks for the flash and the flare pregame and then comes out and says, look, I have nothing but respect. I'm proud of him. And makes it like it feels a lot more holistic after the game is over for the future of black head coaches in college football, for the future of college football. Deion saying, hey, look, this is a good thing. Having Jay Norvell in the game is a good thing, and I wish the best for him and his program, and I'm glad they played us close. You don't hear that out of a lot of head coaches. You don't hear that kind of raw, unabridged, I am glad they played us close out of Deion Sanders. And usually when a coach says that, we'd all be throwing stuff. Like, what do you mean you're glad they played you close? Go beat them. No. Deion's just straight up telling you what he thinks. And I would struggle not to appreciate that. This is the biggest show in town. So Johnny Manziel, right, was massive. Tim Tebow, another guy. There are a few. Reggie Bush, maybe you can make a case, was just like a must-watch TV kind of guy. Vince Young. There have been a few in the history of college football where you're like, all right, we have to turn the TV on because XYZ is playing a football game. But what about coaches? Nobody's ever just like, oh, yeah, well, Nick Saban's playing today. I got to hear what he said. I got to watch Nick Saban. I mean, he's maybe the closest you get to what Deion Sanders is. There's like the Lane Kiffin, the Joey McGuire, a Mike Leach, where it's like, oh, this guy says a lot of weird, quirky stuff, and he works the media so well, and he's fun to watch. But this has gone from, fun to watch to bigger than the game itself. Deion Sanders is bigger than college football itself at this point in Colorado. And I can only hope that he's in the Big 12 for a long time to come. If you are not on the Deion Sanders train, if you think, this guy's smoke and mirrors, what he's doing is just... He is blowing hot air up our skirts. He's a con artist. I think you're wrong. I think it's time to get on the Deion Sanders train and realize he's a marketing genius. You either love him or you hate him, but you're watching. It's growing Colorado. It's growing his brand. It's growing these players. It's helping his team. What Deion Sanders is doing right now at Colorado is it's a genius marketing scheme. It really is. And I think you have to appreciate what he's doing for the game because more people are watching college football now, random college football games like Colorado State than ever. More people are watching Colorado State than ever because a personality like Deion Sanders is on the sideline and now in our conference. Hey, Texas Tech, Deion Sanders is coming to Lubbock. Hey, TCU, Deion Sanders coming to Fort Worth. BYU, he's coming to Provo. And it's going to be nuts. It's going to be the biggest show in town. You're going to freak out when Deion Sanders gets around. And I love it. I couldn't ask for anything better. Thank you, Deion. Thank you. Love him or hate him. You watch. And to me, that earns him my respect. 100%. 100%. It does. It's the Colin Cowherd deal, man. Love him or hate him, you watch. You know, it's the Jim Rome. Some of those guys, it's just like, wow, this guy's so poppy and wild. You watch him. I respect that. He brings you in. He draws you in. Deion, nicely done. This has been It Always Will Be. Come back tomorrow. We're going to do our best bets. That's right. Hope you had a good Wednesday. I love you. Say it back. Say it back. This has been It Always Will Be. Locked on. Thanks for making it your first listen every single day. Doce Grande.